Not nice to keep a girl waiting.
I swear, Allie, you must have eyes on the back of your head.
All the better to see you with, my dear. So, when's the last time you've slept? Because honestly, Warren, you look like hell. Or bathed, for that matter. You kind of smell like a homeless person.
At least my cardboard box has an internet connection. It's nice to see you, too.
I mean, seriously, though, you just don't look well.
I haven't had time to sleep. Do you remember when we used to get excited about stuff? I mean, really excited about stuff, and we'd, stay up all night writing a piece of shell code?
Yeah, and sleep through classes the next day. I remember that.
I found something. I mean, I really found something. I was doing some red team methodology for a corporate gig, and I took the opportunity to do a little bit of looking around for myself. And I found something that was really far out there. I mean, even for R&D stuff. I'm not sure I could even explain it without sounding absolutely crazy.
Well, you have nothing to worry about, Warren, because I already think you're crazy.
You remember how Nazi scientists during the Second World War came up with some really next-gen tech?
Yeah, it's like a century ago.
Well, they also had a great interest in mythology and the occult. Hitler sent scientists all over the world collecting artifacts because he believed that myths, no matter how crazy they were based on a kernel of truth that, if they deciphered it, could yield valuable information. For example, they supposedly discovered properties of the metal mercury by researching the god Mercury.
Okay, so you came across this conspiracy voodoo on a server that's probably run by some company that has Illuminati Kool-Aid drinking CEO. Really, Warren? A big surprise. Did you really drag me all the way out here to describe a UFO conspiracy theory to me?
No. I only bring that up to illustrate that human history is based on recurring patterns. There's no such thing as new ideas, only reapplications of old ones.
Okay, so what is this old idea that you're losing sleep over?
The internet, or rather, what it's evolved into, is based on something that's been around for a very long time.
Yeah, the ARPANET, right? I mean, that was a project that was launched by DARPA to nuke-proof military communications.
Older. Much older. The internet, it's a model, a simulation of something that's been around for a very long time.
What?
I don't know. I'm not sure they knew either. My connection got cut off. I think their IPS found me and they removed my back door before I could get everything.
How do you know they didn't trace you, Warren?
Don't worry, I was behind 7 proxies. For real though, this stuff was really strange. What I did get was mostly a research paper on the technological singularity.
Right. The fabled era of magic and wonder is foretold by the internet elders.
A time in which exponential advancements in computer technology will result in the creation of artificial intelligence that surpasses human intelligence. Networks, computers, systems, whatever, will be able to contribute improvements to their own design, resulting in changes to the world around us that we can't even begin to imagine.
That's ridiculous.
What? You don't think, computer advancements can create an AI?
No, I don't care how fast your processors are or how good your programming is. What you were describing as a self-aware being or consciousness created by human beings. That can't happen, Warren. We can't create our own living things.
What do you call flash cloning or the manufacturing of replacement body parts?
What I mean is that there is more to a human being than flesh and blood, alright? We obviously have a body, but we have a soul and a spirit as well. It's like the OSI model is network communications. All the average person thinks about is the hardware that they buy from the store to, look at cat pictures. But you and I both know that there is more to network communications than that. Right? The human body is a similar logical construct, and science has been playing around with this physical layer for years, but anything above that is out of our reach.
Look, I respect your opinion, but I think that your personal background has biased you against the possibilities of science.
Just because I believe in God, Warren, doesn't make me a Luddite.
No, it doesn't, but I think this could change your mind about some things. There's someone I'd like you to meet tomorrow night.
Can't. Business. Maybe later this week.
Well, then take a look at this, and I'll get back to you.
Is this gonna get me killed?
Relax.
Oh, I know. 7 proxies.
It's encrypted with our usual key. I'll see you around, Allie.
Any weapons?
All she had was this.
I'll be in my office. Send her in.
Ora så.
I'm sure you understand the formalities. My men have to be thorough.
It's quite alright. I love what you've done with the place.
The less we spend on interior decorating, the more savings we can pass on to our customers.
And the more you can spend on corporate espionage?
That too. Which leads me to ask, why were you interested in taking such a job? It's easier for one to have second thoughts in a situation like this. Sometimes money isn't enough.
The targeted company is Hydrocore Engineering, correct? I am helping you undermine a company that is paying off politicians so they can subvert my country's constitution. See, the money, that's just icing on the cake.
Still, they're your countrymen, no?
If you actually look at the major stockholders, they're mostly foreign. Hardly American, and certainly not Texan. The armored vehicles they manufacture, they're being passed out like free candy to any federal or local agency that wouldn't mind kicking open a few doors and murdering American citizens that just happen to be on the government's Darknet list. Our interests certainly aligned.
I see. So you've done your homework. I hope you understand I have to do mine. I wanted to meet with you so you could explain how you plan to extract the information I have requested. Surely you understand why I'm hesitant to discuss such matters through phone or email, regardless of the precautions taken.
Sure. Can be quite technical, though.
We are paying you handsomely. Indulge me.
I'll do my best if you allow me to connect.
Of course.
Thanks. There are 5 stages to successful network intrusion. First we have reconnaissance, then we have scanning for vulnerabilities, gaining access and maintaining that access while covering our tracks. One person could complete all 5 stages, but I do prefer to assemble a team for larger jobs.
Many hands make light work?
Something like that. My social engineering expert gathers the information needed on the equipment used to complete a target's infrastructure. What type of OS and application software they use, the security products and services they use, etc. We also develop a list of known employees and create an in-depth profile on each using tools such as Multego.
And people just give you this information?
What would you say if I offered to sell you a Mercedes?
I'd say I'm not interested.
Why?
Because I already have a car.
May I ask what you were driving?
I have a BMW.
And this is one way we can see what's in someone's network. We pose as sales reps and badger annoying network admins. Another way is to look at a list of qualifications of positions needed the target is hiring for. This is one way we can look at the software and hardware that makes up a target's environment.
Clever.
Those are just a couple of options, however. Scanning can consist of using vulnerability tools, but this usually just catches the low-hanging fruit, mostly. For a more secure environment, that takes a bit more work. That's when we might use tools such as network fuzzers to look for new vulnerabilities. There is usually an easier way, though.
Won't intrusion detection systems alert on this?
We try to guess if they're using a signature-based or anomaly-based solution. Once we do some research on the products that they're using, we then can make an educated guess on the signature threshold and slip it under the radar. Even if we get noticed once, we can utilize a worldwide network of compromised computers and appear to be coming from a different location with each attempt.
How will you gain access?
Vulnerable web applications are one of the easiest ways to do this. If a flaw on the website allows us to extract information from the database or install software on the server, this can be very useful. Another way is to use the information gathered about employees in the company to trick employees into opening malicious email attachments or divulging sensitive information.
That sounds like it will take some time and success is not guaranteed.
Well, these are just the beginning steps, and we do have some other tricks up our sleeves. It will take time, and it's not cheap. Unfortunately, this doesn't work like it does in the movies. We can't pop open a laptop, type in a few random keys, and tell you we're in. However, we will get the information that you're looking for.
You don't even know where it's on the network, and they have scattered locations all over the globe.
No, but we only need to utilize and compromise one machine to get a foothold in the network. Once we're in, we can then map out the rest of the network and attack hosts from the inside. With multiple hosts compromised through different methods, we can maintain access. Even if the initial compromise is discovered, we can extract the data and just disguise it as normal network traffic. It's called a covert channel.
It seems I have placed the job in capable hands. На здоровье. For you.
The motion trackers went off downstairs and I can't reach John on the comm.
We should really get you out of here.
It looks like we have to cut our meeting short. You may want to come with us. Or if you prefer, you can stick around and meet our uninvited guests.